This week has been crazy and there is so much going on. The market for Pokemon cards right now is fluctuating all over the place. Pokemon 151 is getting ever closer, and Paldea Evolved saw a pre-release in a lot of shops, so a lot of people can actually get their hands on it already. Let's get straight into it and see what happened this week in Pokemon card news. Everyone, welcome back for another episode of Pokemon Card News of the Week. My name is Bob and I've got a ton of stuff to talk about today. Firstly, I want to show you we got one of our packages from the Pokemon Center. Woo! Basically, this has a lot of cool stuff in it. I'm going to show you guys much later. But one thing that is in here is the Naga Ball promo cards. We've got 5 packets. There is a whole video of this stuff coming very soon. So please look forward to that. I don't know when I'm going to release it, and I don't even know when my second package is coming. So we're going to have to wait for that. But this week, a lot of stuff happened, and I am going to talk about this in a couple of stages. First off, let's talk a little bit about the market, and then later on, I want to talk a bit more detail about Pokemon 151. So the Pokemon card market right now in Japan is going crazy. Cards are skyrocketing in price, and there is one card in particular that is getting everyone's attention. This Lillie card. In Japanese, they call her Lillie, but right now, if you were to buy this PSA 10 card, it's going to cost you $120,000. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that silence there to sink in a little bit. $120,000. That is ridiculous. This card should not be worth this much money. And the problem is, because of the increase of this, a lot of other cards have seen a very big increase too. Basically, what's happening is even just rares and double rares from the Sun and Moon era are just jumping in price. This Lillie card is a trainer rare. Right now, I believe this is about 20,000 yen, 30,000 yen. That's about 200 bucks. It's a standard card in the Sky Legends box. You should be able to get this just randomly from that box as a guaranteed hit. What the hell? But basically, any of these cards that are kind of like I think they were GX cards, like the Executor and so on with a Rowlet, I believe. I'm trying to remember. But they had like combo cards and they're just growing in price insanely. And this is not happening, and it's not localized only in Japan. I've read on Reddit that basically this is happening all over the world right now. So prices are increasing, and I don't know why. And the problem with this is it's creating an even bigger buzz for Pokemon cards in Japan, which is making it even more difficult to make reservations. Which leads me to Pokemon 151. I have good news. I got a box reservation! Yes! Oh my god, I cannot believe I got a box reservation. I also got a card file set reservation. Yes! I also got the other card file set reservation. Basically, I got one reservation of each of these items. So you guys are going to get a guaranteed video coming at some point. My plan is for this box of cards to open up on release day. So please do definitely tune back on June 16th so you can see the full unboxing and see what great cards we pull. But still, it is so hard to make reservations. I counted and I checked. I have applied for about 60 different lotteries. And that is not including the lotteries that will start in a couple of weeks or start in a week or two. 60 lotteries. And results are already coming in. I've won one, but I've lost everything else. It is such a struggle to try and get Pokemon cards right now, and it sucks. Because still, there are a lot of resellers trying to pick stuff up, sell it overseas, and also resellers trying to sell it in Japan. We don't even know what the super amazing cards are going to be for this set, but I can guarantee you one of them is going to be a Charizard. And because of that, prices are going to jump right up. But also there's predictions of things like there's going to be, say, a super rare Erica card, a super rare Giovanni card, maybe even a Team Rocket card, maybe even an Ash card, or a red card or whatever. There's just going to be loads of predictions. Well, there's loads of predictions out there for cards that are possibly coming out, but I really don't know, and they haven't really announced anything. But what I plan to do is I'm going to wake up at about 2 o'clock in the morning on that day. I'm going to do my typical cycle around convenience stores, and fingers crossed we can get enough packets to also do shorts if I win no other lottery. And just briefly touching on a couple of cards that have been announced, they finally have another art rare kind of announced for the Pokemon 151 set. This is the Mr. Mime card. This actually got announced a couple of hours ago for me, and I'm just super excited. It is perfect timing because this is right before I am filming. It's a cool looking card. I kind of would prefer the other ones like the Pikachu and the Charmander and so on, but this looks pretty cool, so who knows, we might get it. So in news related to Pokemon 151, the Pokemon Center announced a lot of goods that are coming out on the same day as the Pokemon 151 release, so a lot of stuff I'm just going to put up here, but from memory I recall that there are card sleeves for Giovanni, for Erica, and also this amazing Clefable, Chansey, and Wigglytuff card, kind of card sleeve holder. This looks so cute, and I kind of want that. It looks just so beautiful. But there's also a lot of new base goods. So there's also a card file holder. There's also a kind of play mat so you can play with 2 people. There's a lot of stuff coming out. So if you're lucky, if you can get your hands on these, please do. The release of these is going to be on June 16th at 10 AM. So the Pokemon Center Online will probably have a waiting room at about 9:30. So if you're trying to buy it, you can join and get hold of these. Please note that the Pokemon Center is only for online in Japan. So if you have a proxy address here, great. If you don't, you probably won't be able to buy this on their website. You're probably going to have to buy it somewhere else from someone else. But the coolest thing out of all of these items is this 3-hole card frame. I'm predicting that they're going to have like an art rare series with a super art rare for each of the starters. So it's probably going to be a Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, and then a Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. And this card file basically is so you can have all 3 of those art rares and super art rares all together. This is a really cool idea. They actually had a similar file like this, or a similar card holder for the Eevee Heroes. I actually have one up on the shelf, but this is cool. I kind of want to get one, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve a full set. But let's see if we can get this. And then to finish up things on news, basically Paldea Evolved isn't out yet. It comes out, I think, on June 9th. I actually got the date wrong in the previous video, but a lot of people have already got boxes. I heard that places like Target and Costco are getting basically cards in now. So if you're lucky, you might be able to get your hands on a box. You may be able to get your hands on like an ETB. So do go out, do grab it if you can. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I do know that PokeRev, I'm sure if you're watching my channel, you absolutely know who PokeRev is. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. He is opening up a whole week of Paldea Evolved stuff. And I think Leon Hart also opened up a couple of things too, so go check out that as well. But I'm really excited for you guys to post down in the comments what is your favorite card and what card do you want to try and get. And my card for this week is this amazing Mewtwo GX. This is a beautiful card. This comes from the Shining Legends that released in 2017. It is a beautiful, beautiful card, and the detail is insane. I hope that Pokemon 151 has some card like this coming very, very soon. But that's pretty much everything for this week's episode of Pokemon Card News of the Week. Basically, there weren't so many huge announcements, a lot of cool little products kind of here, and here. But next week, I am expecting there to be a lot of announcements. We are now 2 weeks out from Pokemon 151, which means announcements are going to be flying at you like crazy. So next week, tune in so that we can talk about some of the cool super art rares, the art rares, and all of these amazing cards that are probably going to get announced very, very soon. Alright, thanks for tuning in. See you all then. Bye-bye!